Hi, this video is to tell you another method to write the overall chemical equation, overall ionic equation of redox reaction. But this method, you must be very familiar with calculating the oxidation number of the elements in RA, reducing agent or oxidizing agent. If you are not good at calculating the oxidation number, then I bet you cannot handle this method. But still, you should learn it because this is a convenient way. You do not need to write the half ionic equation. How to do it? Still iron, 2 iron and permanganate iron, right? Instead of separating the two half ionic equation, I will put them together. So permanganate iron will change to manganese iron, but I will leave a lot of space between them so that I will have enough space to write number in front of them for balancing the chemical equation. And for iron 2 plus will change to iron 3 plus. Then we will calculate the oxidation number. Okay, the oxidation number of iron here is +2, here is +3. For the oxidation number of manganese here is +7. We calculated in the previous part, and this one is +2. So for the change of oxidation number in manganese, it decreased by 5. If it decreased by 5, then we know that 5 electron is involved in that half ionic equation. For another one, for iron, it increases from +2 to +3. Then we know that in that half ionic equation, only 1 electron is involved. Then to balance it, because here 5 electron and then here only 1, so we know that iron we need to multiply by 5. So I will add 5 for iron. And then at last, just follow the steps, adding water to balance number of oxygen, and then add hydrogen ion to balance the number of hydrogen. Then it's done. And also don't forget the last step. The final step is to check whether you have done it correctly or wrong. Okay, so for the next step, now I would add the water to balance the number of oxygen, and add hydrogen ion to balance the number of hydrogen. And at last, I will check the charge. The charge here is +8 +10 -1, which is +17. And again, check the charge here. +2 +15, it's +7. So now it's done, it's correct. Okay, so you can see that in this method you must be very familiar with calculating the oxidation number. Okay, you must be very familiar with calculating the oxidation number. Okay, so I will do one more for you as example. Another one, like number 1. Okay, the same examples that I have done before in the previous part. Okay, for this one, I will try to write directly, right? Sulfide and permanganate. Sulfides, so SO3 sulfide will be oxidized to sulfate, and permanganate, a lot of space for me to write the number in front of them to balance the chemical equation later. So I will write them in a very wide way. Okay, and I made a mistake. So permanganate will be manganese, 2 iron. Okay, so for the oxidation number here of manganese is +7, here is +2, and for sulfur you have to calculate it. Okay, for each oxygen, let the oxidation number of sulfur is X, plus each oxygen is -2. And then now there are 3 oxygen, and the charge for the sulfide ion is -2. Then you will have the answer for X is +4. Okay, for sulfate, let it be X and then plus each oxygen is -2 and there are 4 oxygen and the charge for sulfate is -2. Then the oxidation number of it will be +6. Okay, after calculating the oxidation number, okay, then what is the change of the oxidation number for this from +7 decrease to +2? So 5 electron is involved. I know that there is a change of oxidation number of 5, okay, and the change in oxidation number for another chemical, which is the reducing agent here, is 2. Okay, I know that it increases from +4 to +2. That means 2. It differs from each other by 2, and then so that I know that to make it 2 and 5, to make it the same, then this one should multiply by 5 and this one should multiply by 2. Or I should use another pen for you. Okay, this one, it changes by 2 electrons, so now this one need to multiply by 2. Okay, after the oxidation number, then you have to do to balance the number of oxygen and number of hydrogen. Here 3 times 5, 15 oxygen, and then here 20 oxygen. So 5 weight. We forget the number of oxygen here. So 2 times 4, there are 8 oxygen, and here 15. Stupid me. Okay, here 8 oxygen and then here 15. Altogether there are 23 oxygen, and then here 5 times 4, only 20 oxygen. So here we need 3 more oxygen, so we add 3 water, and then because we added 3 water, so altogether 6 hydrogen ion. And finished? No, check the charge. Check the charge. 6 plus not plus -2 minus 10, which is -6, and then here 2 times 5 is -10 plus 4 is -6. Okay, done. You have done it correctly. So try to use this method to do the rest of them in your notebook, or you can write it on the notes, the spaces provided below the observation. I know that the space is really small, but try to do it and be familiar with this method too.